What's going on, everybody? This is Quick Smoke here with another episode of Cooking with Quick Smoke. Today's meal is going to be a little different. As you can see, I am outside. We're going to make some steak fajitas, and we're going to be cooking them on the grill completely, not inside. It's going to be quieter. It's a gorgeous day out here in Vermont. And it took a little bit of preparation. It took me about 24 hours to prepare for this. So hopefully you guys like this deal and this meal, and it helps you out with what to cook for dinner tonight. I hope you like it. Let's get on with the footage. Oh wait, no. I did prepare the steak. I made the marinade for the steak indoors, and you'll see that next. And I'll leave a recipe. Hopefully I'll be able to put it on the screen. If not, it'll be in the description. So let's get cooking with Quick Smoke. Alright, this is Quick Smoke. So today we're going to be marinating steak for fajitas. And they tell you to marinate it for about an hour. I'm going to do it for a little bit longer to get a better taste on it. So what you're going to need is you're going to need chili powder, garlic powder,
that was the theme of that prom that we never got to.
paprika,
Where a condom is more than a prom thing.
cumin,
It's sort of become the school slogan.
olive oil,
Oh, I wish Stan had gone to that high school.
and salt.
You know, I've got a little confession to make.
So,
one of the reasons I wanted to see you again was to, well, show you how well I turned out.
Well, I wanted to show you how well I turned out. I mean, I was a mess in high school.
We all were.
I'm going to be doing a lot of steak, so I'm doubling the amount. So it says for 1/4, so I'm going to do 2/4 of oil.
Lady came into a lot of money. At least that's how she was after our divorce.
I had a wonderful time tonight.
So did I. I'm just sorry I messed up in high school.
It wasn't your fault. That was my mother.
And, oh, we need a
I've
lime.
always wanted to thank your mother for that night.
Why?
For not letting me take her out. She took one look at my clothes and my attitude, and she said it wasn't good enough for her daughter. Her little girl deserved better.
She actually said that?
Yeah. I'll tell you another thing I remember about that night. How nervous I was.
Sorry about that. So we need one lime.
Our good night kiss. I was terrified. I figured, oh, she's not going to want
Cut
to
it in
kiss
half.
tonight. She'll...
I'm only going to use one lime because lime can be powerful.
It was worth
Just want
waiting
to
for.
kind of.
Can I call you next time I get back to town?
I'd like that.
Squeeze the heck out of the limes.
Good night.
Alright. I'll wipe my hands off. And we're going to need a tablespoon of
I said some terrible things to
cumin.
you, and I'm sorry. I'm responsible for all the decisions I made in my life.
So I'm going to use
My life
2.
didn't turn out perfectly.
I love the
well.
smell of this stuff.
Whose has?
Marianne Mobley comes to mind. I mean, she gets to sleep with Gary Collins every night. Every night.
You know what I'm trying to say is we all make the best decisions
Maybe
we
2.
can make with what we know.
And then we need
Exactly.
a
Just
tablespoon
like it was on the
of
night of your prom. I did what I thought was best.
paprika.
I was wrong. I'm sorry.
I'm going to do
I did it
2.
right first. You didn't come with a book of instructions. Anyway, all I ever wanted was the best for my little girl. Because you deserved it. I didn't want you to settle for less.
You still think of me as your little girl?
Of course I do. In fact,
And then a teaspoon
sit on my lap. For old time's sake.
Oh, come on, Maya.
Oh shit, I was using tablespoons. By the way, that's a tablespoon. That's a teaspoon, so
Dorothy, do this for me. Sit on my lap.
if you're sure. Oh, Ma. Oh, this brings back so many memories. The time I was 5.
Bad idea.
I screwed up already, so this will be interesting how this comes out.
Come, sit down here.
Oh, Ma.
And now we need the
It's just like old
teaspoon
times.
So tell me, did you have a good time tonight at your prom,
of
pussycat?
garlic.
Wonderful, Ma. It was everything I wanted it to be.
I'm going to do 1.5.
Tell Ma all about it.
Well,
And a teaspoon of chili powder.
beautiful corsage. And then when we got to the gymnasium,
I'm only going to do 1.5 because I don't want this really spicy.
anyway, when we got there, we walked in.
And then a teaspoon of salt. And then you just want to mix it in. Smells good. I can smell the cumin or cumin, whatever, however you want to pronounce it. And I'll put a link in the I'll put the recipe in the description, so you don't screw it up like I did, so you can actually read it.
Michael hasn't called me yet.
And Janet hasn't called me yet, although she usually doesn't. All my children call me, except Phil. But I know he's thinking of me. He's just a little short of cash.
So we're gonna set this aside. It's not a whole lot there. Pull out a
Person to
paper
person,
plate.
From the Duke of Windsor to Queen Elizabeth? Oh, that's for me. That's my bill.
Next, you need some
The Queen's not here. She went shopping.
thin
Thanks for
flake
calling,
steak.
Phil, and send my love to the Sam. Every year they catch on quicker and quicker. I love it when Phil calls me on Mother's Day. It's the one
So I'm actually gonna
I remember one Mother's Day
cut
when I
small
had asked for money.
slits in it,
Stan's business wasn't doing well, and we had to ask
so
his
the meat
mother.
can
Was absolutely
absorb
a tea.
Oh,
the
sure
sauce.
can, May. Anything you want, sweetheart.
And then you just stick it in.
Be nice to her, otherwise she's not going to give us that money.
Look, you ask her for it. She wouldn't refuse you.
You've got to do it, Dorothy. It would break Mama's heart if she knew I was a failure. To her, I have the business sense of a Rockefeller, the looks of a Gary Cooper, and the charm of a Cary Grant.
And then you want to just let it marinate for an hour. I'm not going to show you the next part. I got to do 2 more.
Here's the tea.
Actually, I'll just do it.
This is just hot water.
Enjoy.
I just remembered I have an important call to make. You know the novelty business.
The payphone's at the end of the trailer court, Stanley.
Somebody accidentally stuck this in the freezer. That's why the meat's dark there.
What are you here for? What do you want? Money?
No, absolutely not. How did you know?
I just got the feeling my yacht son crapped out at his job.
Yucks. I've never heard you say anything bad about Stan in my life.
I don't have to. The whole world makes fun of him. Always has. That's why I make him out to be more than he is.
And you will give him the money.
No, but I'll give it to you. Under one condition. Don't ever tell Stanley it came from me.
I don't understand.
Well, Stanley has a tendency to be weak. If he knew I was a soft type, he'd never amount to anything. How much do you need?
$500.
I'll give you 1,000.
So after we do this last one, I'm going to put all of them.
I'm glad Stanley married you. You love him, but you're tough on him, and he needs that.
Then why are you so mean to me?
Because if Stanley knew
You put them all in
liked you,
here.
he'd hang around here all the time. He's a a yacht. Who needs it around here?
And I'm just going to let it marinate for 24 hours. You can do it for an hour. I like to do it for 24. And we'll see you in 24 hours to grill this.
Bye, sweetheart. Happy Mother's Day.
Okay, so as you can see, we're on the grill. And we're cooking with some cast iron pans here. Let me see if I can get this camera a little lower. There we go. You want to get your cast iron pans really hot because we're on a grill here and things are a little, the metal's thicker. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just melting butter inside because we're going to be frying up the vegetables. I have my heat on high at the moment because we are cooking with cast iron pans. You do want to be careful because they get very, very hot. And you don't want to burn the shit out of your hands because that would not be fun. So it looks like we're getting a little hot enough. I pre-cut some peppers here into slices, thin and long, because this is fajitas, so you want them to be, you know, big enough but not too big. And then we are going to pre-slice the onions, and I left them in rings because I think they'll cook better that way and fill up your fajita a little better that way. And then all we're going to do is just put a little salt, and a little pepper. Make sure it's not too windy out when you're doing this. And the rest will be thyme. You want to make sure, you know, these onions get cooked thoroughly, as well as the peppers. I'm going to do a little mix around here. And if you want, you can actually, you can add more to this. Another good way to cook this is put a little cooking sherry, some white cooking sherry in it. And that would make, you know, give it a really good flavor. But I like the natural flavor of the pepper and the onion. So this is going to take a little bit. And I don't want this video to be too long, so I will get back to you when these start cooking a little better. So we will be right back. So because this is taking a little bit of time to cook, I'm going to add a little bit more butter. Add a little bit more butter to them, and then I'm going to cover them up. So throw that there. That there. And whatever you can use to cover it up is fine. Could be tin foil, regular pan covers. So now we got them covered up. We'll get back to you when they start cooking some more. Alright, since it's taking such a long time to cook, I wanted to show you my kitchen. It's one of the most beautiful kitchens in the world. There you go. This is my kitchen. Isn't that beautiful? That's the back of my kitchen. It's great. So beautiful. Alright, let's get back to the food here. Still gonna take a little while, so we'll bring you back in a little bit. Alright, well, we're back, and I'm gonna have to admit that maybe cooking the onions and peppers on the skillet on the grill, excuse me, not a greatest idea. Kind of takes forever. Takes forever to cook. So I would recommend doing that in the house. But they're just about done. Depends on how brown and soft you want your onions. They seem to be pretty soft for the most part. Just add a little bit more. And I like to cook them separate because some people don't want peppers in their fajitas. It really all depends on the person you're feeding. And so I will come back to you when they're just about done, and then we'll start cooking the meat. Alright, so those look like those are cooked enough for fajitas. So we're going to push all the peppers to one side. And I'm going to put all the onions in one side. And we're going to set this aside. Now this is going to be very hot, so be careful. Make sure you don't burn yourself. And just so the onions and peppers stay warm, I'm just going to throw them right over here on the grill to keep them on the grill. Next up is going to be the meat. Alright, so as you remember, we had the meat soaking for about 24 hours. Now we're just going to put them right on the grill. Oh my God, I can smell them already. They smell so delicious. So I mean, you can cook these well done, medium rare. It's all depending on you. I like a little char on it, but not too much. So I'm gonna probably cook these medium rare because I do like a little pink in there, a little softness. And we'll be back when those are just about ready to be flipped over. Alright, so I dropped the cover of the grill just to get a little warmer in there, a little cook. Let's check on it. See how that meat's doing. Oh my word, that smells delicious. So it's not quite ready to flip yet. But we're getting there. Then as you can see, I left the onions and peppers in there just so they can cook a little more. So we'll get back when they're ready to flip. Alright, so we're just about ready to flip these over because I'm starting to see a little char here. So we're just going to flip them over, and look at that, you get those nice lines. Realistically, you want to only flip it once, but you might have to flip these a couple of times. Give a quick mix with the onions. Try to keep them separated. And we will be back in just a moment. Alright, so we're smoking here. This is good. I'm going to check the meat out, see how we're doing. Oh, look at that juiciness. Let me see if I can show you on this one right here. Look at that juiciness. Oh my god, it smells so freaking delicious. My mouth is just watering smelling this stuff. So they're just about done. I'm going to give them another flip. Actually, you know what? I want to keep it on this side a little longer. Yeah, buddy. That looks good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the onions and I'm going to bring them inside because I don't want them to overcook. And we'll let the meat cook a little bit longer. So again, we will be back. I know there's a lot of cut scenes, but we will be back. Alright, I think we're doing okay here. I think it's time to pull the meat. Let's take a look. Nice and cooked. I'll put it on the plate. Alright, we're going to give the grill a quick clean. And then I'm going to voice over this next spot because I got to go in the house to cut the meat and prepare the fajita. So I will voice over the next part. I apologize. It's too loud in there. So we'll see you inside. And we will plate this fajita. Alright, here we are back in the kitchen. And we're going to start cutting up the meat. I want to say thank you to Vault Girl and Japic for doing a playlist on this and other cooking videos. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. Alright, so we're going to cut the steak into small, thin slices so it makes it easier to chew when you're biting that fajita. And man, does that look delicious. Nice and medium rare. I think I might have cooked a little too much meat on this, but that's alright because it'll serve good over rice when you're done. And you want to get it, like I said, you want to get it as thin as possible. Be careful because you want to make sure you have a nice sharp knife to cut right through that steak. Push it aside and then you just start cutting another. And as you can see, as I'm cutting this, like this juice is just going everywhere. And I believe at one point I show you how juicy the steak is. Here we go right here. Oops. Look at that. Look at the juice. It's just, oh, that's so delicious looking. Beautifully cooked. So here I am, continue cutting the meat as best as I can. And a lot of people will use, just for a side note, a lot of people, when they make fajitas, they use lettuce, tomatoes, as well as guacamole, sour cream, and cheese. We don't use that much, so these fajitas are going to be very basic. And you don't have to cook them on the grill. You can cook them in a regular frying pan if you'd like. And we're almost done. Look at all those juices all over the place. I can't stress how juicy this steak was. It was actually not that bad. It was really, really good. I probably should have used a little bit more chili powder and cumin to make it a little bit stronger taste, but it was good. And you want to have your fajitas a little warm, so let's get to the actual plating. Here's your tortilla. You can microwave it in your microwave for like a couple seconds. There's cheese, sour cream, and that's actually diced up guacamole, and my onions and peppers and steak. So first I like to put down a little bit of sour cream. That was Grandma Quick Smoke asking me if dinner's ready. So we're going to put a little bit of sour cream on there and spread it out nicely. And from there, we're going to put some of the diced up guacamole. I think it would have tasted artichoke, avocado, sorry, that is diced up avocado. And it probably would have tasted better, but I think the avocado wasn't fully ripened. It was the first time I ever dealt with an avocado myself. I've had them before, but I've never had to cut it up. So then I like to put some onions on mine. I should have put some peppers on too, but I am not very fond of peppers in my fajitas. So then we're going to grab some steak, put some steak on there. And you want to spread them out evenly up and down, but you want to leave rooms on the edges so that you can fold your fajita almost like a burrito. And then last but not least, we're going to throw some cheese on top. And this is my fajita. Ta-da! So now I'm going to roll it up, and then we're going to eat. I hope you like this video. I hope you do make this. If you like, subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe. And I will catch you on the next one. Have a good day. Bye.
Ha ha ha! Too fun!